Well, not too much doing today. A couple of small tasks on the agenda. One of them is watching the dogs. Just kidding. But the main job was to start this. Get the start of the eaves troughs up. I've got a 1-inch overlap here on the end. Then I've got the rain chain on each side. And then that'll leave me about 29 3/4 feet to do the rest, which I've got all set aside, and I'll have to just prep that later. And then I taped off the J trim so we can get the stain up underneath here all the way along, both sides.
Somebody's been very, very busy and doesn't seem to like to share.
Well, I just got up and the sun was so nice and warm out, I decided to, well, I'm going to be putting up the eaves trough today on each side. There's about 29.5 feet left to do on each side. Just got to build those channels and place them up there. But before I do that, I have to line up where the rain barrels are going to go. This is the one that we bought. I'm just going to do a little bit of reading to see exactly how it's connected. And then the downspout is going to be sitting right here above it. That's going to be good. And it's got the drain here so we can run it off to anything that we need to.
And you've propped it up on
I've
some
got it
blocks?
propped up on some 8x8 blocks that I had left over. I had purchased an 8-foot beam for the center of the cabin for main support. Used 19 inches of it. So I had, well, 8 feet minus 19 inches. What's that?
I don't know.
Well, roughly 6.5 feet left. So I cut it into four pieces. I got 2 here, and I've got 2 on the other side.
So we just had to level out the gravel there so that things are sitting level.
It's all nicely leveled. And then over on this side.
This side was a little more challenging to get it level, wasn't it?
A little bit. I had to put an extra load of gravel, a wheelbarrow full of gravel in there to level off. But we're all good. I just have to wash this one out because it's been sitting for 5 years with nothing in it. And
5 years or more than that?
More than that. Anyways. So I have to scrub this out, give it a good wash, because we'll be using it for extra water for plants and that. But in the event of power failures or anything like that, it'll be spare drinking water.
Well, it's non-potable. It says right on it.
No, that's what it says, but that's not what it means.
Yeah, I don't know that.
Well, it's coming off the roof, so it's all clean water.
Okay.
And it's just got to be washed out and filtered.
Yeah, this side was a little more challenging because there's quite a dip there in the corner. So
yeah, it drops down quite a bit. So I've got some concrete blocks in here to stop gravel from washing away. So that's going to be solid in there. I just have to fill out this whole area here with some more gravel to make it look a little bit more presentable.
And where we put the gravel, it's all downhill.
Yeah, exactly. It's all downhill from here.
I saw that when I was putting this or I felt that, I should say, when I was putting this gravel in here. Anyways, I'll leave you to it, and I'll come back in a little bit and
we can measure up the eaves.
Okay. Okay, before Brent can mount these things and put them together, we need to know a length.
Okay, you want to take that? You're gonna have to go up one more rung. Okay, I want it at the top. About 1 inch down from the red.
Right there?
No, 1 inch down.
There.
There. Okay, hold it there. Do not move.
Okay, I'm not moving. Now the other side?
Yeah, we're going on the other side now.
Alright. There we go. Ow! Just tripping on things that are plainly in my way. Gotta work on leveling out this ground. I hate putting the ladder up to get to the corner. So Brent figures out his ladder. So the front of the peak, Brent wants to put some metal on there. On the front of the peak, the fascia
On the fascia of the peak, I'd like to put metal there.
Okay, so just...
If that doesn't work out, we can still stain it the same color as this eave.
Okay.
Or this fascia here.
Alright.
So, we're good.
Alright. Has to be sanded first, so we'll have to wait until we have some
Scaffolding.
scaffolding. So let's see what
absolutely.
the price is on that. Alright, let's do this. I gotta work today, so... Hang on. One more step. Oh, I missed a little bit on the end here.
Okay, hold them tight.
Yeah. I don't trust this ladder. I find it very uncomfortable. You got it. You're sagging in the middle there, Brent.
Okay, let go.
And that's that. And I'm going to leave him with the camera. I am working at the golf course today on a late shift. So I was able to help him with this morning. And we'll be doing some more stuff tomorrow morning. But in the meantime, Brent's going to put the rest of the stuff together in the appropriate length.
Well, working on the eaves troughs here. The gutters. Oh, my neighbors got a drill going. I made a minor mix-up. When you're cutting the edge, you're supposed to trim off a little bit here. What I had done was I trimmed off the other end, which you're supposed to trim the higher edge, and this one fits into the next one so it can flow all the way downhill. So what I did was actually only on two of these pieces, this one here and this one here, I cut the wrong end. This is the one with the downspout already cut in it, so I basically just took off 3 inches off the end, and same as this one here, I lopped off 3 inches off that end, so I don't have the cut off on that end. It's over here now, and then the other two, I didn't have to worry about that. It's just for all of the videos that I've seen, all except one, have had the upper edge cut off on that outer lip, and all of them doing that, so that's the way I'm gonna go. There was one guy, he had the lower edge cut off, but it just didn't look right. And even though I'm sealing every gap, it's not going to be a huge deal. I just want it to be aesthetically correct. The other side's already done. It's not up in place yet. It's across the lawn. I just have to cut the length. And then this one here, I've just got to basically slap it together, put 4 screws at every joint, and sealant at every joint, of course. And then I'll leave it here until tomorrow morning when Miriam can give me a hand, because it's 31 feet on the other side, 30 feet on this side. One person can't do that unless they have the proper equipment. which I definitely don't have. I've got a couple ladders, so Miriam can stand close to one end, I'll stand close to the other end, get it up in place, put a couple of screws through all of the mounting brackets. I'm going to mount one every 2 feet, so it should be fine. Just have to make sure I get the right angle on the chalk line when I mark it in the morning. Although this one that I've already installed is perfectly level. So hopefully water will come down the rain chain, as you can see. But from this point here all the way to the back is where the downspout is going to be, and you can see the rain barrel there as well. So I've got the same plan for both sides, and I think it's going to look pretty good when it's all done. Got one 10-foot piece of downspout here and 2 elbows for each side. So yeah, it'll work out fine. Just it's one of them things. And then once this is done, we can call for final inspection, and then I can sand the logs at my own leisure. Although we need to get some more of the stain, which is pretty pricey. It's sitting around 160 bucks a gallon right now. I think we lucked out on the last one. It was around $600 for 5 gallons, and we got it on a clearance because they couldn't sell it to anybody. But now the same thing that we paid $304 for 2 years ago is $780. It's just nuts. Anyhow, the birds are chirping, they're flying around. I'm gonna let you go. Talk to you later.
So Brent might have talked about this a little bit, but now we have the gutter up on one side of the house. He has to make some adjustments to the other side, and he'll do that while I go to work. So I feel like I'm getting dive bombed by these sparrows. They're not happy with us. Anyway, so the took 3 of us to put it up there. Not because of weight, but just to, you know, so things don't kink and bend and do what they do. And so Brent's just making the final adjustments here. Let's try a different angle so you're not looking into the sun here. We good?
Yeah.
I have a curious question because I wasn't around for this. Did you describe all the brackets and stuff? Oh. Well.
Yes, I did.
So we'll get these ladders and stuff out of the way. I believe he's done. Oh, he's got to put some
No, I'm not done.
icky goo in there to keep it from dripping where it shouldn't drip. So he,
Since it is aluminum.
yeah.
Since it is aluminum, and on the back side where the drip edge comes down, there's a couple pieces that are out a little bit. And I'm gonna put some silicone in there for now, and then I'm gonna put in a spacer to actually push it back underneath the lip.
Although I don't know that we're expecting rain in the next.
Well, it's supposed to rain this afternoon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I guess there's a few clouds out there. Not much, though, I bet.
Nope.
Okay, so once this is done, Brent's going to finagle from the downspout down into the rain barrel.
A little bit of confusion has set in. Just doing the downspouts here. Got it attached up top, and the higher the piece goes inside the lower piece. Higher the piece goes inside the lower piece. So I have to put this downspout on the outside of this elbow, And then that will feed straight into the rain barrel, which I can move that later. It's not a big deal. All I have to do is put that one piece up there, and then it'll all be attached. My quandary and query is, I've never done this before, so I'm guessing that you have to just cut the edges down a little bit to fold it inside of the lower piece. It's worked so far. Hasn't been going that smooth, but at least it's going. But well, this side's almost done. So the gutter is up. I've got about a 1-inch overlap on each end of the cabin, front and back. Everything's attached every 2 feet. All of the seals are caulked, and I think it looks pretty good. Could have gone a lot smoother, but I've never done it before. So the other side will be a little more challenging, not much. Initially, this piece here, that was supposed to be 28 inches in. I put it there because if it makes sense, I use 2 lefts and 2 rights instead of a right left. So because the at the front of the cabin, the downspout is 14 inches from the front. The back of the cabin is 28 inches from the back. Minor brain fluff, but oh well. We'll get it taken care of. That one is laying there. I have to cut about 3.5 feet off that end. And then what I'm going to try and do to alleviate this issue is pop the cap off the end, cut 14 inches off that end, and bring it down here. And then attach it, and then put the cap on the end of the 14-inch piece to make that downspout 28 inches from the end, which instead of lining up here, it should line up here directly over the rain barrel. Hopefully it works, but got to finish the other side right now, and then one thing at a time. Well, one side done, completely 100% done. So move the rain barrel back, since there's no water in it at all, so it's nice and easy to move around. I'm guessing that's where it should be situated. Got just one strap holding that up right there, just all the way up to the top. And we got those 8x8 blocks on the bottom. The hose up there. And yeah, this side's done. I'm happy with myself. It actually turned out not too bad. Need a little bit of brown spray paint just to touch up where the cuts are on the end of the downspout pieces, because I used my angle grinder. Much quicker and straighter than using tin snips. So I can start putting this stuff away. Don't need much silicone. And yeah, we're good to go. So one side down, the other side to go, and that will be another day.
We got the eaves trough up. Brent's just putting the last few screws in it. And then it'll be complete. And we can now walk out of the house and not get dripped on. Or even on a rainy day, walk beside the house and not get dripped on. a noisy business.
Down there.
I don't know why, Brent, but it just... You always end up with the ladder on the most precarious positions. Okay, so that gutter is up. Brent's just siliconing and sealing a few things so we don't have water leaking in strange places. And then he's got to do the downspout on this side, but he needs... he was thinking he needed 2 for each side, but he needed 3 of these elbows for each side. So we got to pick up 2 more of those before we can finish that side. But this side's all done. So we've got the gutter all the way up. Rain barrel on this side. We picked this one up. It's a cute little rain barrel. We propped it up on some blocks so we didn't have to bring the water down quite so far. And we are thinking we might need to put like an overflow, and then not sure where we're going to drain it off into. Brent was thinking down in this low spot beside the carport, and then we'll have to put a drain out to the front so we don't get too much water pooling there. And then we picked up these, we actually ordered them on Amazon, I think. These adorable little rain chains with little birdie sitting on the edge of the buckets. It hasn't rained since Brent put those up, so I haven't been able to see them in action. So we do have the gutter tilted towards the back, so not as much rain is coming through. And oh, he finished that. And because there was the little drain thing is white, we just attached a little piece of downspout that was left over to the bottom of the spout. So, I'm very happy that these are all done. There's one more project in our itinerary. I already have all the stuff to do. It's not a requirement for our final inspection. I can do those off down here. And that is putting ceiling boards up there and vacating our robins and sparrows. So there's no rush on that. So there's these boards that are going to go on the ceiling, and yeah, so that's done.
aside from maybe a half a dozen small screws to pull the back of the eaves trough to the flush with the fascia, so it's actually underneath the drip edge instead of having to bend out the drip edge.
Yeah, okay, you got dirt on your nose. That's okay.
Well, there's a first.
Okay, folks, that's another major job. I think it was pretty major.
That makes the house complete,
yes.
Legally.
Yeah, so we are ready for our final inspection.
Give us a thumbs up if you like what you see.
Don't forget to subscribe.
And ring that bell for notifications.
Bye for now.